All right, another episode of Conversation After Dark. Tay, what's up with you?
Everything's good with me. What's going on with you?
It's all good. It's all good. Tell people where they can find us.
You can find us at Conversate After Dark everywhere. And if you would like to be a guest on the show or you have a topic you want us to cover, you can reach us at CVAD, the podcast at gmail.com.
That's right. Hit us up. You want us to read a story on the air. If you want to come on the show, like Tay said, you can also go to our website, www.conversateafterdark.com. So Tay, just made it today. And oftentimes we ask our guests about dating, like dating in their city. How was dating in their city? How was dating in their 40s and 50s? But I'm going to ask you this question. When you're thinking about dating somebody, what type of vetting process do you put them through?
They have to make me laugh. And the vibe just has to be right. I'm not sure how to answer that. It's just because I just have to have a vibe. And I know that vibe when I feel it.
See, I ain't gonna lie. For me, it's the physical attraction. That's
that's off the break. I mean, I have to be physically attractive, number one. Yeah.
That's it. If you look good, basically if I want to smash, I'm gonna try to get your number. And then and then we're gonna go from there, right? And then I guess after the first couple of phone convos, text exchange, there's a vibe that you get. We kind of talked about earlier today on the page. I'm not dating anybody that's not healed. Somebody who doesn't have like their stuff figured out when it comes to like their mental health or whatever. So at this stage of my life, that's something that's real important to me because number one, I've done the work for myself. And then number two, once you've done the work and you get to a place where you're like at peace, and I don't necessarily feel that you have to be like have everything worked out and be at peace, but you have to be actively working on it. Because once you kind of figure out, okay, if something happens and I get triggered or if I get down on myself because of a couple of things, I got some tools to put into place so I can, bring it back, sooner than later. If you're not dealing with somebody who's at that place, it can be exhausting.
Yeah.
And shout out to all the ladies that dealt with me before I got to where I'm at now. I apologize, but you made me a better man for the next chick that I get with.
Wow.
It's true.
I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
So what made you want to do the work on yourself?
I had to. It was, it was taking too much of a toll on my family. It was taking too much of a toll on my friendships. And I mean, above all that, it was taking a toll on me. I wasn't a good person. Like, I seen the question asked, would you date you? Like, would you date the person that you are? And back then I couldn't say that I would date me. I was negative, very, harsh and critical for, somebody just too hard on themselves. And it just, probably just a bummer to be around. It got to one point, like when my boys were like, damn, dude, like, you need to cheer up, man. Because they didn't have the tools to really like say, well, man, what's going on? Or maybe you should get cat. They just like, God damn, dude, like you always down about something, man. Come on, bro. So I think finally, once I started, and I had an intervention. I ain't gonna go deep into it. I've talked about it on other interviews or whatever. But somebody that I was close to at the time, gave me a come to Jesus talk. How them come to Jesus talks are like, yo, you don't fix this, I'm leaving. And, save my life.
Well, that's good to know. Would I date me? That's a good topic. Me before 2019, definitely would have. Definitely would have. Me right now, no. Nope. It's since 2019.
So was it the pandemic that really, because like 2019, 2020 was the pandemic that did you dirty?
No, actually, as an introvert, I actually enjoyed the pandemic. I actually enjoyed because, okay, let me say this. I actually still had to go out because of the job that I do daily. I still had to be out in the streets. So going to the stores and there was nobody there or driving around and there's no traffic. I love that. Or just not being able to go anywhere. That was fine for me. I don't need to go anywhere. I like being around people, but I love my me time too. So the pandemic actually did not factor into it. It's a lot of 2019, my father passed. And since then it's, emotionally it's been a major emotional roller coaster. So and that's kind of played a factor on my mental health. So that's why I would say before 2019, I definitely would have dated me. But now, I need some work.
Well, I mean, and, rest in peace to your father. Grief is something that really can take a toll on us.
Right.
A lot of people think it's just you missing the person that passed away, but it manifests in certain areas that you just like, damn, I just don't feel like myself. And
Exactly.
you don't address it. You don't address it, it'll get real, real bad. So
Definitely.
and I'm asking you to address it because I lost my last parent, my mom, in 2006.
Hmm.
And I was a young husband, young father. Like my mom passed like 3 weeks after I got married.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And, I didn't really have time to, heal. And I didn't have friends or relatives or anybody who was just like outside of, you lose somebody, everybody's checking on you up until the funeral. And then after the funeral, and they mean well, but after
Right.
the funeral, it's like over, right? And then you stuck with those feelings. Well, I didn't have a chance to really get stuck. I was like, look, I got to take care of this family. And I'll be honest with you, 2006, my mom passed. It wasn't until 2020 where I finally could say, like, I'm good now. I'm good.
Okay.
And that's because I didn't address it. I didn't go talk to anybody. I just, I can just try to power through it. So, but but the thing is, so basically, we talk about like mental health, depression, bringing back to relationships. When you don't address that stuff, it do affect your sex life because you start to neglect yourself when you're not thinking about yourself and putting yourself first. And for
Right.
us men, it'll show up quick. Because if you ain't eating right, if you ain't, doing the things you're supposed to do, hey, it'll show up. It'll show up, and your soldier won't be at attention like it need to be. And you need to work on it. Let's see what everybody's saying. We got people in there. They said, shout out to people who's in there. We got Stacy. Stacy, what up? Cheers, what's up? Joe, what up? Darius, what up? Darius said he vets a person he's dating. They cannot be a Cowboys fan. Non-negotiable.
I agree with that. To date, I have not dated one, so I'm good.
Well, so what do y'all say now? Do y'all say hell to the Commanders, or do y'all still say hell to the Redskins? That's true.
Honestly, people I know, we still say the Redskins.
Okay, I mean, I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. Darren said he don't like people that are always negative. I feel you, Darren. It's tough. And Stacey said shadow work. I've heard people talk about shadow work, but I don't really know what to do. I've had people send me stuff to get into it, but yeah. And then also shout out to Carmen. Cheers said Cowboys fans are the worst. Don't nobody like Cowboys. And I live in DFW, so I'm surrounded by Cowboys fans.
Yeah.
I call them cowgirls, but there's nothing better than when they lose and to see all these Cowboys fans that have rejected them.
Oh my gosh, I would love to see that.
Yeah, but sometimes we're talking about vetting people, bring it back, more lighthearted. I got on the date with a chick, and I thought I vetted her, and then something happens that because most time you first go on a date with somebody, you date a representative, right?
Right.
Things can go well. Things can go well up, and you could probably get to a full blown relationship, right? It's about 6 or 8 months, and then something will happen, and that motherfucker will get triggered, and then the next thing you know, the full blown crazy come out. And for me, if you respond in any shape, form, or fashion, like blowing up on me, it's a wrap. It's done. I'm 46.
Do you really leave?
Huh?
I said, do you really leave? Because y'all like them crazy ones.
You know what? No, why are you talking so loud? And my homegirl got on me about this. She was just like, dude, why you keep them crazy ones around? And it's my answer is never right. It's all right. Shit, I still want to smash. But it's like, how stupid is that? You putting yourself, they could be tearing up your car. You know, chicks is crazy. You know, they really get on some ridiculous stuff. And yeah, I know sometimes it ain't the brightest thing to do. But shit, do y'all say when the dude is crazy? It's much more different for y'all because the repercussions and the consequences could be, you know, dangerous and lethal for y'all. I mean, it could be for men too, but you know, they could damage property. I really don't feel like a woman gonna kick my ass and no shit like that.
Right. I've gotten, I say in my dating experience, I've caught wind of a couple guys being crazy, and it usually comes out during an argument or some kind of disagreement. So what I've done, I kind of just wait, let a little time pass, and just slowly back away. And hey, it's not you, it's me. I don't think that's gonna work. You know, just so they won't think something crazy, so their crazy won't come back on me.
Yeah. So is that a situation where you break up by text?
No, because that's that can bring the crazy out of somebody, because that's disrespectful.
Is it?
To me, it is.
Hey, look, I've done it. I did it. I mean, because here's the reason why. And yeah, it's kind of like punking out, but I knew that this person wasn't going to respond in a he was never going to respond in a positive way, but I knew that it was going to get ugly.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of tears, a lot of cursing, and I just didn't have time for it. I can't say that I've ever really broken up with a lot of people. I mean, I think, you know, I stopped calling folks, but I don't think they were like my girlfriend or anything like that. I saw a meme on Facebook. It is true. They said you got to be really, really bad for a dude to break up with you, because dudes don't break up with anybody. And that shit is true. We really don't.
I don't know. But let's unpack it. Why is that though? I mean, is it that y'all put up with stuff? Because I don't know if that's true either.
I think once you get like into like a serious relationship and you get like into a routine,
mm-hmm.
you don't really want to disrupt it. And I think for me, I don't want to be the person to hurt another, you know, the person, because I still care about them. I may not be in love with them anymore, but like this, you know, delivering that bad news to somebody that you know, quote unquote love, that's a hard thing to do. Now, what we will do is this. And probably shouldn't be telling this. This might be man law. I'll be thinking it up. We will sabotage that shit though.
Yeah, exactly. Which is why the statistic would be that the women would break up first. Because if y'all are sabotaging it, then the woman will have no choice but to break it off.
Or she could just do better.
But if you don't say anything.
But sometimes you do say stuff, and then like it's you know what y'all do? The deflection.
I don't know y'all. I know Tay. I don't know y'all. I'm serious. I know Tay.
As far as I knew, your gender was female.
I always say I speak
gender is woman. But you know, y'all be deflecting and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I'm not happy because of this. Well, if you didn't do this, then I wouldn't respond that way. Or if you did this, then I wouldn't do this. It's never accountability. Rarely, hold on. Rarely are y'all accountable for the shit that y'all do. And then that's when the brother's like, well, fuck it, man. Let me just go ahead and sabotage this shit so I can get it over with.
Why is it that every time I hear a guy say, women do this, I've experienced it from a guy, because I've never seriously dated a woman like that. So it can't just be a woman thing. That's the human thing.
I don't think so. Because
yes. Oh, excuse me. Yes. That deflecting back on, yes, it definitely is. It's not a gender thing.
I'm sure there's some men that do that. But if you're dating a man, not a fuck boy, not an immature dude, if you're dating a man, men hold other men accountable.
If you're dating a woman.
But men are used to being held accountable for their bullshit. We don't allow you to be like, well, because I didn't do this, I didn't show up on time. Because I did this, because this didn't happen, I couldn't do X, Y, and Z. No, we're like, nah, man, stop making fucking excuses and do what you're supposed to do. Or man up and say, I just dropped the ball. Women are allowed to not be held accountable. Y'all can just throw some pussy at the problem or bat your eyes and act stupid, and then y'all get away with it.
Men don't hold themselves accountable too. Again, that's not a gender thing. That's a human thing. People do that. I've never dated a woman, so I can't speak from that point of view, but I can speak from dating a man, and I can tell you that men don't always take accountability for what they do. And they like to put it on the woman too. That goes both ways.
Are they men though? Are they men?
Yes.
They men because they got a penis, but they're not.
I understand what you're saying. Man. You're talking about maturity level. I get it. And again, I can say the same thing for a woman. A real woman will take accountability for her stuff. I can say the same. That goes both ways.
I ain't met the motherfucker.
That's you.
Most dudes I know ain't met him either.
And again, you and the dudes you know have not met every single woman on this planet. Just like I have never met every single man on this planet. So I can't attach everything, every situation I've dealt with from a man, I can't attach that to every man. It goes the same way.
Well, don't you think that there's a common theme though? If all of us men are saying, listen, we want accountability from women, and I know we're not getting it on a consistent basis. Don't you think
a lot of women say the same thing? So what's your point?
Hey, you women don't say nothing about accountability.
Yeah. Oh, come the heck on.
Women talk about women talk about money, security.
There are men who do not take accountability, and yes, I've heard a lot of women say that.
What type of accountability do you see most men show?
Anything that you're doing wrong, you don't take accountability for it. It's not taking accountability. That could be anything.
I think y'all need to choose better.
Cheating is a big one.
Cheating?
Cheating is a big one.
How is cheating not taking accountability?
Because a lot of times y'all lie and deflect your word, deflect and put it back. Well, I only cheated because of this and this and this. No, you cheated because you wanted to.
I did do that one time. I gaslighted.
One time. Right. Now
see, if you'd have did this for me, if you was really there for me and cared about my emotions, I wouldn't have fucked that girl.
We need you to own your stuff. Yes. Listen, I'm not the only woman saying this.
Hold on. Brother Joe says he agrees with me. Men hold each other accountable. And if we're dealing with a good woman, there's definitely layers to it though. See, Joe, I was beyond that I'm gonna play both sides, but I fucks with you, Joe. Sandy, men are the worst gaslighters in the world.
Thank you.
Okay, we're gonna move on. Cheers. Real men are responsible and accountable. Let's see what else we got. A lot of the men just are agreeing with me. Sandy said men absolutely break up with women. However, most just start cheating and ghosting.
Thank you. Which is not good. Which is not.
I didn't say it was good, but yeah.
But that goes to the statistics for men breaking up with women less. Goes back to they don't break up, they just cheat on you. That's not good either. If the situation ain't working for you, just leave.
I mean, but sometimes, we need that cake and we need to eat it too. Stacy said, that's the worst, such a punk move. Yeah, I punked out one time, Stacy. Sandy, I have definitely ended things by text. It's easier. It is.
Oh, let me say this. I have ended things wrongly before because I know that person is gonna be watching. I just want to say that, but it wasn't with the crazy dude. Let me clarify that.
Hold on. And then my cousin Marday said alphas cheat too. No, we don't. No, we do not. Alphas do not cheat at all. Listen, I'm a prime example. This is marketing. Don't let the red fool you. I shouldn't have brought up frat.
spouses don't cheat. I need somebody to check the membership and let me know if this person was lying to me or not. I'm just saying.
All right, okay, well, we gonna leave that alone, right? We're gonna go a different way. Now, yeah, so it is wrong to just ghost. I mean, because like, in all seriousness, you do need to man up and just say, hey, listen, I'm not happy. Because when you start to withdraw and pull away and your energy changes, it's very demeaning to the other person. Because because it goes both ways, right? Because women do that too. Women will stay because listen, well, I need to stack my bread. Let me stack my bread so I can get to where I can, till I can roll out. But that whole time, I ain't feeling it no more. So you start withdrawing sex, withholding sex, your energy changes, you cold, anything they do, you snapping on or what have you. And then the person that you're doing this to, they start to question themselves, like, well, damn, what's wrong with me? Am I still attractive? Am I still a good person? Why are they flipping out all the time? So I mean, you're right, in all seriousness, being an adult person, you need to just go ahead and say, hey, listen, I'm not happy. Now either we need to address it or we need to come up with a plan.
Right.
But a lot of people don't do that, especially our women.
I'm gonna leave that alone.
Joe said most men that cheat on their women are cheating with a woman who has a dude somewhere. Don't let them fool y'all. That's right, Joe.
I'm not saying that's not true.
That's right.
Again, Shantae, I place blame on both genders. I don't know.
Yeah, she gave the government.
I didn't mean to do that.
She gave the government. Yeah, but that cheating, man, that's a tough one. That's
right.
Yeah. Have you cheated? We talked about it before that you've only cheated one time, and
I said on one person. I didn't say on one time.
Oh. So you did it multiple times, though, huh? Hold on one second. Hey, you see how y'all do? You see how y'all do?
I never said one time. I always said on one person. I've always said that.
Oh, so wait a minute. So you trying to say you fucked a bunch of dudes on him?
No. There were two.
See, that's why we got trust issues as men. Because you made us to believe on the previous show, I only cheated on one dude as if it was one time.
Dude. I never said one time.
See, that's them half truths. That's that. I hate that shit. I hate when people tell them half.
You didn't ask clarifying questions.
See. Nah, man. That's tough. Fellas, see, they think what we hate when they start telling them half truths. Let's see what they say. We got my cousin Marday said that's a couple, sis. Sandy says, Mama ain't raised no fool. Actually, with the plan, emotional reactions are whack. Yeah. And Brother Darius said women be on that Bill Clinton. Hey, so you twice?
With two people. I can't say it was just twice.
That's tough.
Just saying. I mean, it is what it is. But along the lines of cheating, is infidelity grounds for leaving or a deal breaker? For you personally?
For me personally, because I know all the shit I did, I'll probably give her one good cheat. Because she probably don't know about all the shit I did. I'm gonna give her one. I might give her two. I'm gonna give her one. I might, depending on the length of the relationship. One, I might give her two because I know, like, look, what's the old song by Prodigy said? He said, "When I'm coming home, you coming home at 3. I was coming home at 2:30. Both of y'all doing your thing. So, I give her one. I give her one, possibly two. What about you?
Cheating in itself is not a deal breaker, but most of the time with cheating comes lying. And we've already talked about mental health. My mental health cannot handle lying because I overanalyze everything. And so I'm going to be overanalyzing everything, from everything you've said to me from the very first conversation up until now. And if we get past the cheating, I'm just in the line. I'm just going to be overanalyzing everything you say from now until I actually get over it. So I don't know. I've stayed in situations where I've suspected cheating, but didn't have the proof. And that was the only reason I stayed, was because I didn't have proof. But I don't know if I can stay, because the lying is what gets me.
What if they didn't lie? They just, was sneaky with it.
But see, then that's a thing for me, because if I want to say this out to the internet world, I don't have a problem with being open. So if you feel like you gotta cheat, then that means you're lying. To me personally, to Tay.
I get it, because I'm the same way.
Right.
I'm open-minded too. So if you got to hide, tell half truths,
Right.
tell half truths like Tay did, or basically be deceptive, and it's cheating. Now, for those who are, strictly monogamous, then it probably is some lying, or like you said, just being sneaky. I think there's levels to the infidelity. Like, if you cheat on me and like a baby comes from the infidelity, it's a wrap.
Oh yeah.
I go ahead and have y'all little family, raise a little nappy head kid, leave me the fuck alone. If you bring some shit home, we talk about wrap it before you tap it. If you stepping out, you really need to be wrapping it before you tap it. Now, I know y'all don't do that. I know y'all out here raw dogging your side piece and everything. You can raw dog your main side piece, but your jump offs, you can't do that. But if you
what makes the main side piece okay, but not?
Because your main side piece, there's, I can't do that. Fellas gonna get mad at me.
Your side, and you're probably 9 times out of 10, you're probably her side also. Like somebody said in the comments.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, your main side piece, there's a little bit more of a rapport there, respect for your main side piece, gonna have respect for your home situation. Because number one, your main side piece don't want to be your main. So she wants you to stay with her. You go over there and give her all the headaches and shit, right? And vice versa. Most dudes who the main side piece be like, don't leave that dude. Don't leave him, because he taking care of you. He's sponsoring you. All I do is have fun, take you out, dick you down, and then I'll send you back. So your main side piece ain't gonna disrupt your home. So you can probably take a little more risk with the main side piece. The jump offs, though, you got to strap up, because you definitely bringing something home to your spouse, to your main main girl, main dude. That's foul.
Sandy in the comments said, "Don't hit nobody raw."
Okay. Okay. Yeah. We promote safe sex too, but we also realistic, We also realistic. Yeah, there's levels to it. Yeah. Let's see. Marday said it's not cheating if we haven't had the discussion of just being with each other. See, that's true.
I agree with that.
And half truth, each other.
No, no, I don't think that's the half truth, because if you haven't had that conversation, then technically, are y'all even in a relationship?
Okay, I feel you on that. So what's the deal breaker for you? Like, if you just catch them cheating, it's a wrap, or is there levels to it for you?
It can be levels to it, but again, like I said, it all boils down to to what was said to me while you were out here cheating? Was it, I mean, I don't know. There are levels.
I'm gonna tell you, for most dudes, you know what really matters?
I have a feeling.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know.
I'll tell you about it.
If she performed oral sex on him.
That's a major one. That's a
Yeah.
major one. That's a question I ain't gonna ask. I'm gonna go ahead and just assume that if y'all fucking around, that you went ahead and sucked them off. I don't need
that assumption.
I don't need look at this. That's a good assumption. I don't need confirmation because, like, really, what you gonna do with that info? It's just gonna play in your fucking mind
Exactly.
every time. You know what I'm saying? So just know that she cheated, dog, and her going down on him is part of the deal, right? Because if it wasn't that, then she would tell you, like, oh, I just let him go down on me, or no, we just kissed or whatever. Nah, she did it all, homeboy. Really, what it is, though, how many people know about it?
Oh, okay. I could see that being a deal breaker. Like if it got out, yeah.
My family, my boys know about it, then, I got to save face, right? Now, there might be sometimes you just like, hey, man, I'm just going to work it out, man. Yeah, we have problems. I'm going to work it out. So I love her. I love her, man.
That's what I was thinking. That sounds like a pride thing. So if the relationship can be salvaged, do you go with your pride because you're embarrassed, or do you actually salvage the relationship?
Ask me again. I was reading the comments. Say it again. I'll try to read the comments. Say
right. So when it comes to, like, if the relationship can be salvaged, do you go with your pride because you're embarrassed, or do you actually salvage the relationship? Like which one weighs more for you? If the relationship can be salvaged, if you see that you really love this person, things can work out if y'all get help, but everybody still knows, so that part's still playing into it. Which one weighs more?
Listen, if the whole town knows and everybody laughing at me, you gotta go.
Okay.
You gotta go. Listen, I'm a man with pride. So yeah, and I actually didn't had that happen to me before. I'm very honest about my shit. My brother came like, man, they talking about you in the barbershop. But once I heard that shit, I sold all my shit and left town. and that's real. I sold everything. I said, I got to go. I gotta go. Yeah. So pride, my pride. Yeah. Okay. Because I think, honestly, if you stay, there's a couple things going on. Number one, you know that you've been doing dirt too. So, okay, all right, it's fair, right? There's probably three reasons why you stay. Number one, you're doing dirt too. So you go, whatever. Number two, you probably got low self-esteem. You got low self-esteem, probably think that you can't do any better, or you're scared to be alone. Or number three, you staying because you're gonna get that ass back.
Some people stay because they want to keep the family unit if they have kids.
Yeah, but see, kids start to see through that bullshit though.
That's true.
They see when mom and dad is not happy, whatever. But I think a lot of people, more than they care to admit, they stay because it's like, oh, I'm just gonna cheat back. I'm gonna cheat back. And let me tell you, when y'all cheat back on us, it's never fair. It's never to the same extent. Listen, when your gal cheat on you, it don't matter if you done had 8 brides. When she cheat on you, it is a soul crusher. Like, you ain't have to do all that.
So how is she supposed to get revenge?
Yeah, she's supposed to be a better person.
We're not Michelle Obama out here.
Hey, hold yourself accountable for being a better person, since y'all accountable for shit, right?
You should have held yourself accountable by not cheating in the first place.
Right. Let me read some of the comments. Cheers said, fuck them kids. Right. Let's see what else they say. Sandy said, how much do you really care about your spouse if you're hitting any side piece raw? Mess up your house with a baby or disease. I mean, I still love her.
That's a good question.
Still love her, but it'd be calling me sometimes, Sandy. Marday said, I know 4 or 5 men over 50 with kids under 5. Damn. Can you imagine being in your 50s, getting a kid ready for kindergarten?
It happens. What's his name? Robert De Niro just had a baby. He turned 79.
He got paper though.
That's true, but he still had a baby.
There's a difference. He got paper.
Janet Jackson, what? She had one at 50, so 55 should be getting her son ready.
She got paper too, and then she probably got that kid that she had with the barge that's gonna help raise.
I don't believe that.
She got that
DeBarge fan. I believe whatever Janet says.
She got that DeBarge baby gonna help raise. You got the older sibling help raise the baby. Yeah, that's what Janet doing. So yeah. So I don't know, man. I think if you cheat, just go ahead and bounce. I think at the end of the day, all the things we talked about: communication, conversate, communicate, converse, and relate. And if y'all can't come to a happy meeting, life's too short. Life's too short to stay with somebody and be unhappy. Life's too short to be doing somebody dirty and ghosting them and withdrawn and, having fucked up energy around them and all that stuff. Just go ahead and let them be free, because obviously they're not the person for you, But Tay, we didn't do the conversation cards.
We did not.
You want to do conversation cards, or you want to do nasty or normal?
I'll let you decide, because I have both. I have the questions here.
Both. Let's do the conversation card first.
Okay. Do I really need to ask you which one you want me
Biggest pervert. Shout out to everybody in the comment section. Make sure y'all go to our website, www.conversateafterdark.com. Listen to the shows, share the show. We need to get our followers up, man. So we need to be at least 100 followers on YouTube before the end of this month. So,
yes, I agree.
So if you haven't followed us, and if you have followed us, you need to hit your homegirl, your homeboy up and say, hey, go follow this show. It really helps. You got it?
Yes, I got it. I'm sorry. I got stuck reading a comment on
what did it say? What was it?
Joe said, this is going to sound crazy, but why do we assume anyone is unhappy even when they have someone on the side? That's a good question, because I was not unhappy when I cheated. He was just my first, and I wanted other experiences. I mean, that's not a good excuse. I'm not excusing myself. I'm just saying I was happy.
Hey, listen, hey, I ain't gonna lie. I've been happy, and Miss Sunshine at work, said, hey, you looking good today. And I fell for it. So Joe, you making a good point. I always gotta be unhappy to step out.
True. All right, I have one. Have you ever performed oral sex on someone who was driving? No. Or has it been done to you?
Yes. Yeah. And I'd never do it again, because that was some dangerous shit.
Yeah, I've done it. I was in my mid-20s, and yeah, that was dangerous, because if he couldn't have controlled himself, that would have been disastrous.
Yeah, because like you really, really can't get into it. Like if you're the driver, can't get into it, because there's a couple times where like
he finished, so he got into it.
Tay, that's what we call a humble brag, Tay. I couldn't, man, because like with y'all on city streets, I had to be on the freeway.
Yeah, we were on the highway.
Yeah. Sure, try it in. Be in the open road. Let me go to Montana where there's a lot of free range. You know what I'm saying?
But there was traffic. Because I can't believe I'm about to say this, but he did say there was a 18-wheeler that slowed down. I was driving beside us for I didn't know, but that's what he said. So I mean, it was traffic around.
I've done it before, or I've had it done to me before, and I mean, yeah, I couldn't finish. It was a good setup for when we got to where we needed to go. You know what I mean? I didn't last too much longer once we got what we needed. Matter of fact, I think we finished in the car. So, you know, that was that's the biggest pervert.
Yeah, that was the car. Actually, there was another one that wasn't good. So that was the second one.
It wasn't good because it was corny or because it was nasty?
Because it was corny.
Oh, okay. All right. Before we wrap it up though, nasty or normal? You got one?
Yes. Okay. We've talked about trapeze. So this is something that I saw at trapeze, so I'm going to ask you, nasty or normal? Being involved in an orgy is that nasty or normal?
It's not nasty, but I don't think it's normal.
Okay.
Because you gotta have a mindset, like we have in order to like really let loose and do that. You know, some people just aren't built for that. You know, because there's some people that don't even want to do it with the lights on, so they definitely ain't gonna be able to do it with other people in the room. And you know, you at a spot like trapeze, that's just like, you know, Caligula over in Rome. It's wild. It's wild. So I don't think it's nasty. It can be nasty. It can be if you're not protecting yourself, switching out condoms and doing the right things. You know,
Right.
it could lead to a bad situation if you're not, because you in that atmosphere with that energy, you still got to think with your big head, not your little head. So yeah, I'm gonna say it's not nasty, but it ain't normal either because not everybody's built like that.
Okay.
About you?
Like I was gonna say, like Chiz said in the group, I am too. I'm a voyeur. I prefer to watch. I'm like you, I wouldn't say it's nasty, but it's definitely not a normal thing. And if I was to participate in something like that, I wouldn't do it at trapeze. It would have to be, because I don't know, you don't know them people. So it would have to be like a closed situation with, where everybody knows each other.
Everybody knows each other, or a friend of a friend. Some situations.
I don't know about friend of a friend either.
I mean, you can assume that your friend vetted, right? Yeah, no.
How many times you been in a situation where your boy brought another dude around and it's like, this dude weird. Something ain't right with this dude. You can't trust everybody your boys know or your friends know.
I mean, I guess. I mean, either way, y'all still need to be strapping up.
Well, that's definitely true. That's definitely true.
I need to be strapping up, and you definitely ain't tongue kissing and no shit like that. We tell too much about business. Let's see what they say. Stacy said it's nasty and definitely not normal. You only want Stacy.
Marday, no, it is not. All swingers don't necessarily do orgies. That's not. There's different types of swinging, but that's not the only way.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that. Well, shout out to everybody in the comments. Y'all made the show fun. Tell them where they can find us.
You can find us at Conversate After Dark everywhere. And if you would like to be a guest on the show, even if you want to be anonymous or you have a topic you want us to cover, you can reach us at CVAD, the podcast at gmail.com. Make sure you like this video, share it, and subscribe.
Yep, that's it. We'll holler at y'all next time. Peace.
Bye.